their go-to guy happens to be their running back, their tailback, Corey Boyd. Lemon pumped fake a couple of times and again decides his best option is to throw it away. But here's the same old story, and it's been a broken record, if there are such things anymore as records. A scratch disc, perhaps, for the Argos is their inefficiency to move the football offensively. They don't have a receiver that really can combine with Cleo Lemon like other quarterbacks in the Canadian Football League have. Lemon hasn't been able to find that guy yet.
No, and particularly in terms of the big play. We talked to Jim Barker yesterday about his offense in a baseball analogy, and he described them as a bit of a small ball team that's got a bunt and advanced runners. They're not going to be a home run type of team.
2nd and 10. The rush is on again, and nowhere to run. James Robinson. And Omar Morgan on the corner says you're not going anywhere, so that will bring out Justin Medlock, an opportunity to give the Argos the lead here.
Well, James Robinson, the outside receiver on this play, on the hitch pass, would have done well just to let this one sail over his head. He'd have come out a little bit further ahead in terms of yardage. Omar Morgan, great veteran corner. Not going to be fooled by that play.
Justin Medlock, who hit from 40 at the gun at the first half. This from the 35. Kick is up, and it is splitting the uprights, and the Argos return to the top of the leaderboard. Thanksgiving weekend, and the Riders at halftime said thanks to some great stars of the past. Eddie Davis, who retired in the offseason, Matt Dominguez, and longtime Rough Rider Scott Schultz honored at halftime here with some video tributes and paraded around the field. 3 great heroes here in Regina. With more, let's go down to Lee Jones.
Down here with Scott Schultz. And Scott, you played your entire career with the Saskatchewan Roughriders, growing up down the road in Moose Jaw. What was that like for you to play your career with the team you followed?
Oh, very, very special for me coming up as a young guy. I can remember sitting right over there in high school, you know, going in the college stands and watching games, hurrying down on the weekend and buying tickets, you know, at the gate and stuff. So, you know, to play an 8.5-year career is just unbelievable for me.
You came out here at the beginning of the game. Luke Mullender came by and gave you a big hug. How much do you miss these guys?
Oh, I miss them every single day. You know, I still believe I could still be playing this game. It's just, you know, you make decisions and move on. But I certainly support this team, and I think they're going to be a favorite to be in the Grey Cup for sure.
All right, Scott, thanks for this, and great career.
Oh, it was. Thank you, Lee, and thank you, Scott. Rob Bagg. Scott Schultz and the family and the Ryder family, and when you are from here and you play here, it's even more special, and it is such a culture built around this team in this province. If you are not a Rough Rider fan on a Sunday and you live in Regina, you are a lonely person. Weston Dressler, Jordan Younger making the tackle on the far side of the field.
Lots to cheer about right now for Rider fans as their offense is driving. Weston Dressler with a short gain here after a first down catch from Rob Bagg. Once again, Weston Dressler passed the 1,000-yard mark in the first half of this ball game, joining Andy Fantuz in that club.
6 receivers set now for Durant on 2nd down. And Mr. Surehands himself, Weston Dressler. If the ball's near him, he's got it. So many comparisons drawn to Ben Cahoon. This might be a little bit short of a first down, and it will be. It will be 3rd and short.
Dressler does a nice job, demonstrates terrific body control here as he's on his way towards the middle of the field and the ball's outside to react and get turned around and stay focused on that football.
Crowd doesn't like the decision by Ken Miller. A few raspberries out there, and a few boo birds as they wanted this offense to keep moving the football. Eddie Johnson will come out. Chad Owens, who you kind of have a feeling has been contained so far today, but is always capable at any moment of breaking one.
Well, the Argos have gone to the short side with virtually every punt return so far I'm waiting to see them try to use Owen's speed getting out to the wide side of the field.
Johnson with the wind will blow one through the end zone for a single point. The land of green melons and green moose heads. And the most passionate fans in the Canadian Football League. One-point ball game again. Cleo Lemon. The Argos take the ball at their 35 after the single by Eddie Johnson. Corey Boyd goes to the ground once again. We talked earlier about the fact that Cleo Lemon, who has started for the most part every game, has not found his Robin yet.
Yeah, Cleo Lemon in the role of Batman. Darian Durant has an extensive collection of side kicks from Andy Fantuz, Weston Dressler, among the top combinations in the league. Rob Bagg and Chris Getzlaff also in the top 15. Outstanding group, but that's the chemistry that develops when you keep a core group together for a few years at a time. The Argos haven't had that.
This is the third game in a row. The Argos actually have the same set of receivers. Continuity a big factor. Here's the hitch now to Chad Owens. Shakes one, and it's very close to a first down. And we'll have to see where the spot is. This could be decision time in what has been a field position game as well for the Argos.
This is going to be very close. Chad Owens does a nice job with essentially no blocking to fight through a couple of potential tacklers and even make this a close decision for head coach Jim Barker.
We talked earlier about the wind here, and again, the Riders have the wind. The Argos will get the wind in the fourth quarter.
The Argos in their own territory here. If this is close, if they don't get the first down, but it's close. I expect to see Jim Barker go for this because playing against the wind, possession is important, but he doesn't want to risk it in terms of the field position.
I'm going to mark this down because it's the first time you've been wrong all season. It can happen. You're not perfect. But you're close.
Thanks, buddy.
Thankful. Jamie Borum again knows the wind well here. Part of the Grey Cup champion team a few years ago. Borum also been known to take off with it. It's third down rather, and 1 yard to go. 7.5 to go in this third quarter. It's been a very close football game, littered with a bunch of turnovers. Borum was running and then booted a wobbler to Dressler. Nowhere to go but out of bounds. 17-16 Toronto. Quarterbacks weight and food donated to the local food banks. The Argos began the day last in the CFL in the sack department. Wes Cates takes the handoff on 1st and 10. Talked about Cates' production earlier in the first 5 games of the season. Wes Cates was averaging almost 93 yards a game. Since that time, just 38 yards a game. But again, has racked up a number of touchdowns. Himself almost as much as the Toronto Argos. Ran the time and almost picked off, and it might have been a pick six for Byron Parker, who is 1 touchdown interception away from joining a select group. Dick Thornton and Malcolm Frank and Jason Goss with 8 career interception touchdowns. That had TD written on it.
Byron Parker, one of the most dangerous ball hawks in the Canadian Football League. He's matched up with Rob Bagg on the outside. We've seen him do it so many times over the years on that long throw to the wide side of the field. He's out there running the receiver's route for him.
really become a field position battle here in this third quarter now. 6 minutes to go. Eddie Johnson. Towering, spiraling kick to the 25. Now Owens. Again, muffled today.
What a job.
53-yard kick, no return.
What a job done by the Saskatchewan Roughriders punt cover team. Here it's Jarrell Freeman, never breaking stride to wrap up the dangerous Argo returner.
So the Argos back with their offense, and Cleo Lemon again trying to find that rhythm that he says has been difficult to acquire since the beginning of the season. And such a work in progress for the former NFLer. Has not been a big play guy. This guy has been. Corey Boyd, what a luxury to have him in the backfield. And some chirping on that far sideline with Tad Cornegay.
Well, Corey Boyd's got an escort around the edge this time in the form of his center, Dominic Picard, who's going to come around, and he's going to get just enough of the end, Shamari Williams, to prevent him from wrapping up Boyd. That picks up a few extra yards for the Argo running back.
75 yards on the day for Corey Boyd. Another second down play for the Argos. Second and short yardage. Maybe a chance to burn one here, or will he go for that first down? Keeps it conservative and gets that first down with Corey Boyd. Saskatchewan Roughriders knew that they had to focus on number 3 this week.
Corey Boyd, the focal point of the Argo offense all season long. Last week, he was back in the lineup after sitting out a couple of games due to a concussion. He picked up right where he had left off with his 5th 100-plus yard rushing game of the season. Corey Boyd finishing up with 145, proving to be the Argonauts' most consistent threat in that ball game.
Argos have lost 5 of their last 6 games after a 5-2 start. Have lost 2 in a row. Lemon, play action, rolls on the sideline right in front of the sticks, but Chad Owens had stepped out of bounds.
Chad Owens made a nice effort to get the toe drag here as he came back to the football for Cleo Lemon. Lemon with the bootleg this time as he goes opposite the play action to Boyd. Great throw. Chad Owens just had to go airborne a little bit. He was out of bounds as he caught that ball.
Volume increases again here at Mosaic Stadium. Lemon in trouble. Stonewalled. Aaron Simpson into it. And Baron Simpson finally escorted off the field by his teammates, but a little hot under the collar after this play.
Baron Simpson lines up the outside edge on this one, but as Cleo Lemon goes to the inside, Baron Simpson adjusts. He started going coverage with Corey Boyd, but kept his eyes on the quarterback Lemon the whole way to get in position to make that play.
Simpson upset with Rob Murphy, the veteran left tackle of the Toronto Argonauts. Pancake Tim, Borum, Weston DeRessler. And both teams have done a very good job with their special team units so far. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Late in the afternoon here in Regina. Hometown Riders down 1. Much closer game than a week ago. But it was in the third quarter where the Riders took off. Ended up winning the game. Penalty flags fly here. Durant. And there was no flag, and the crowd wanted. There was a flag actually back at the 30-yard line, and what appeared to be a bit of a late hit on the Rider quarterback as he slid to the 43-yard line.
Offside. Toronto number 96. Penalty is declined. First down.
And that flag actually was the offside call, so there was no penalty on what looked like it was a borderline late hit on Durant, who has the wheels, leading rusher for quarterbacks in the Canadian Football League.
Well, he can sure run, and that's what causes Willie Pyle to commit to this tackle, and it's a tough situation for defensive players. I know the league wants to protect quarterbacks, but as a defender, it's hard to stop playing.
Sticks move anyway, 1st and 10. Wes Cates with a high hurdle.